Hey guys, welcome to the video. I had a request to do an analysis on basic attention tokens, so that's what I'm going to be looking at here. But before I get started, of course, this is not financial advice, not your financial advisor. I'm just here to give my opinion on the market. You're responsible for your own trades, managing your own risk, and doing your own research. And okay, so with that, let's take a look here. Actually, I wasn't a real big fan of basic attention token until I took a look at this chart. We're sitting right here at the 618 right now, and I mean this is following um, very similar trends compared to a lot of other assets that are out there. So I do have a little bit of a bullish sentiment on this right now, and at least a lot of the trading pairs that are versus Tether. I do think that there is likely to be some upside here in the near future. If Bitcoin goes to $1,000, it's not going to happen tomorrow. It's going to take some time, and it's going to probably, shake out some weak hands. And in the process, we're going to be seeing some pops into some of these other assets as well. And as the Bitcoin trading pair moves up, the USD or the stablecoin trading pairs are also going to be moving to the upside as well. I'm going to move down to an hourly chart here and just to kind of take a look and see what we're looking at down here, at a micro level here on the charts. So what I can see here, we do have some bullish divergence. We do have the 3 hour forming a little bit of a higher low, the 1 hour forming a higher low as the prices are creating lower lows. And if we take a look at the higher time frames, like so for instance the 12 hour that we have here, we have a low right down here, and then we have another low right here, and it's a little bit higher. And then we have this low right here, which is just a little bit higher as well. So I think that there is some merit to opening a trade here. We're talking about 18.5 cents to 18.75 cents. Right now we're sitting at about 18.77 cents. I think this is probably a good entry. If you're looking to get into this for a swing, I think that there is some merits for basic attention token right now. And again, if Bitcoin decides to make just one last spike down to 7,000, then I think that there is an opportunity to do maybe some dollar cost averaging down here, between 17.5 cents to 18.5 cents. Probably good opportunity to get in here. Now, as far as when I would be considering the trade dead is if we come back down here and we start closing candles below 17.35 cents. Also looking, down here as well, we're already talking about, probably a 6% gap that we could be looking to enter in a trade, and then, cutting losses somewhere in this range. I would fully expect there to be some consolidation in this range here between 16.4 cents and 17.4 cents. There's about a 1 cent range here where I would fully expect there to be some ranging if we get down there. So probably going to be plenty of opportunity to get out of the trade if we do happen to come down here into this level. But I would say a dollar cost average to be layering bids down here in this range to be accumulating all the way down to where basically we have this range over here where we're at a little bit of a top. So we had a little bit of a top right here, and then of course we had a little bit of a top right here as well, which also ended up being support. So this cluster here is likely going to cause quite a bit of a consolidation range in this level over here as well. So I would wait to see what the reaction is, but I would fully expect there to be a move down here and then this move up. So, be careful with the stop loss. When I write out these P&Ls, my entry to my stop is generally where I would be layering bids to have a lower dollar cost average, have a lower entry on the asset, and then that way your stop loss doesn't hurt near as much. Right now we're talking about a 6.28% stop if you enter 100% of what you're willing to risk right now. I'm talking about putting in maybe 10 to 15% here, another 20% here, another 30% here, and then whatever your final bids would be down here closer to the bottom of the range, keeping that stop loss, watching to see what happens inside of this range. So your dollar cost average is going to be about 17.75 cents versus all the way up here at about 18.75 cents. So you have an opportunity to still get a lower entry. But of course, if this thing goes ahead and just kind of curls up to the upside, at least you have a little bit of an entry that you put in right here. Same thing happened with me at Lumens at 762. My 752, my 742 didn't enter. I got out of that trade at 834. I didn't have as much in the entry and as much in my position, but I was still able to take that trade at least a little bit and get some profit out of that trade. one thing that I have found is if you decide, I'm going to go ahead and go all in right here, then it comes down here and you see yourself down 6%, then that's when you cut your losses. Where on the flip side, if you put in just a little bit here and you nibble your way down, you have an opportunity to have a lower entry. So if you do get into your stop loss, it doesn't hurt as much. So yeah, so right now, basic attention token looks really good. If we break down below these levels, let's just take a look and see where things are potentially heading. And actually, before I do this, let me get out of log scale. And actually, that might change things a little bit. I had log scale on here. It does look like we have actually extended beyond the 618, getting off of log scale. Apologies for that. Let me look at the 786. Yeah, so I think this is still good. I think this is still good because the 786 is right down here at 17.38, 17.4 cents. So I would still consider layering bids here. I mean, the divergence is still there. The bullish divergence is still there. So I do think that there is good potential for this upside play, and I would still be looking for a move. Let's see if these targets changed a little bit. Yeah, so I would be looking for a move up to about 31 cents. Maybe 32, 33, but I think a move to 31 cents is possible, especially if we can overtake this level right here. So let me outline this. This level, which has been resistance, I would expect this to continue to be resistance. So I would make your first take profit here at about 22.1 cents. My next take profit is going to be right here at this level. I would say probably to keep it about right here. And that's going to be sitting at about 24.5 cents. And then, of course, leaving the runner there to take that up to this 31-cent mark. So yeah, I do think that there is some potential here for basic attention tokens to take a move to the upside. I am taking a look at the Binance charts. So if you're trading this in Coinbase, the entry might be just a little bit different, but nonetheless, I do think that there is some upside. The 3-hour is down here. If I take a look at the hourly, I believe, is also starting to curl to the upside, so potentially going to be moving up here rather soon. But the 3-hour, the hourly, and then also the 12-hour coming down here, looking for some upside for a rejection down here in this range to provide some support for us. But again, be looking to layer bids down here to about 17.5 cents, and then look to cut losses here at about 16. 16.5, 16.4, somewhere in this range if we are able to, or not if we're able to, but if we do happen to come down here into this range. Of course, we want to, have some of these bids filled here and then go ahead and have it turn around and go to the upside. But nonetheless, layer these bids. We do have this trend line here. If we start closing below this trend line, we can wick down here. As long as we come back up, I think this trade is still good. So that's what my thoughts are on basic attention token. If you like these videos, like, subscribe, share. If you need an invite to the Discord, just throw in a comment and I can get you an invite. And otherwise, feel free to spread the word, and hopefully you're having a good day wherever you are in the world.